Có bao giờ bạn nhìn lên bầu trời và tự hỏi làm thế nào để trở thành phi công tại Mỹ không? Sau cuốn video Một ngày theo con lên bầu trời thì mình đã nhận được hơn 51 lượt xem và rất nhiều câu hỏi và email từ các bạn trẻ cũng như các bậc phụ huynh. Vì vậy hôm nay mình quyết định thực hiện series Pilot Journey từ ước mơ đến buồng lái. Đây là một hành trình thật của một chàng trai người Việt ở Mỹ theo đuổi giấc mơ trở thành phi công. Mình sẽ cùng con trai chia sẻ hành trình thực tế để trở thành phi công tại Mỹ như thế nào. Hy vọng những kinh nghiệm này sẽ giúp các bạn trẻ và các gia đình người Việt hiểu rõ hơn về con đường đeo đuổi bầu trời. Trong tập 1 này thì mình sẽ gọi là lộ trình trở thành phi công tại Mỹ bắt đầu từ đâu. Ở tập 1 thì mình giới thiệu tổng quát và mình sẽ có nhiều tập khác để giới thiệu cho các bạn chi tiết hơn. Bây giờ mình sẽ bắt đầu ngay nha. Bây giờ trước tiên hết là mình sẽ để cho con mình giới thiệu con nha. So before we start, can you introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Thomas.
Hi.
Hi, I'm 19 years old. I attend San Jose State University. I'm majoring in aviation with a concentration in professional flight. I currently have my private pilot license and am planning to get my instrument license next month. My future goal is to become an airline pilot and fly for a local airline.
Okay. Vì sao con chọn làm pilot?
Because my dad he does aerospace and my mom likes to travel. And because of that, I was really indulged in flying. I had the opportunity to travel a lot and got interested in flying. And then once I found out that it's obtainable, I decided to pursue it.
Okay. Bây giờ để muốn trở thành một cái trước khi mà mình muốn trở thành một cái pilot á, trước khi mình nói về những cái bằng lái, những cái bằng mà con cần quan trọng và mà mình nghĩ là một cái bước rất là quan trọng trước khi mình quyết định có nên đi học bằng lái là phi công không, thì con có thể nói lên cái đó là cái gì hay không? Ví dụ như discovery flight, is that important?
Yeah, discovery flight, you take it. It's like the first flight you take. You go with an instructor. They let you take controls, and then they just see if you like it. Some people they get airsick. Some people find out they aren't passionate about it, or it's too difficult. But it's where your real passion starts.
Cái discovery flight kéo dài khoảng bao lâu?
Like an hour, just
an
one hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Con có biết là khoảng bao nhiêu tiền không?
Like 200 đồng.
Khoảng 200 đồng.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually đó là khoảng 200 đồng tùy cái trường mình đi học, đúng không? Trường tùy.
The average là 200 đồng.
Cái average thì 200 đồng. Rồi bây giờ mình sẽ nói về sau khi discovery flight thì con nghĩ cái gì kế tiếp mình cần phải làm để quyết định có nên làm phi công hay không?
You should ask your instructor. Your instructor should send you a list of material that you need: headphones, iPad, some sectional charts, and then you want to get your FAA medical certificate. They just test you. It has to be a FAA approved medical site. They see if you're fit to fly.
Như vậy là medical certificate rất là quan trọng, đúng không?
Yes, you need it. You need to have it to become a pilot.
Okay, có nghĩa là nếu mà muốn học pilot thì bắt buộc phải có cái certificate đó. Right?
Yes, you need to have it on yourself every time you fly.
Okay.
And a government ID as well, like a driver license.
Okay.
A government photo ID, a passport works too.
Rồi khi mà mình đi lấy cái license đó thì mình có thể lấy ở đâu được? Cái FAA medical certificate thì mình phải đi lấy ở đâu?
You need to go to a FAA approved hospital. You just look it up. Make sure it's an FAA approved doctor, and then you sign up specifically for the first class, second class, third class license.
Cái đầu tiên nhất là mình lấy là cái gì? Gọi là cái gì?
First class.
First class.
First class.
Cái đó có giá trị được bao lâu?
1 year, but then after that it goes down to a third class, which lasts for 5 years.
Okay.
But first class is just what you need to become an airline pilot. Every time you renew it, it comes back into a first class medical.
Okay, so first class and then third class hả?
Yes.
Khi nào thì lấy được third class?
Third class just lasts for 5 years. So after a year after renew goes from a first class to a third class, which you have for 4 more years.
Okay, alright. trong cái trường hợp của con á, khi mình đi học với lại Adam á, thì Adam cho mình cái list của cái medical center mà được approve ở FAA để đi khám, đúng không? Cho nên là khi mình học với instructor cũng sẽ cho mình biết cái khu vực mình ở có cái bác sĩ nào mà được FAA approve mình mới được đi khám, đúng không?
Yes.
Rồi, thì bây giờ con có thể can you walk us through the complete journey? Thí dụ như con có thể nói về sau khi mình discovery flight rồi mình đi cái medical certificate rồi mình học cái gì kế, mình làm cái gì kế?
It really just depends on your pace and what your instructor does. You're asking about how to get your private pilot's license. Is that your question?
Yeah, so cái path, cái path, how ví dụ như bây giờ mình học mình discovery flight rồi thì mình biết là mình thích rồi, đúng không?
Yeah, so you just get your medical. Your instructor helps you log in. You apply for a student pilot license. Once you obtain that, you can start training. You can start training before you get that, but then you officially need it to take your check ride, which is the test to pass your private pilot license. The journey, it consists of, if you check there's a book called The FAR Aim. It tells you all the requirements you need to complete your private pilot's license. It could be you need some certain amount of cross-country hours. You need to be able to do these maneuvers. A lot of studying, ground studying. So you need to study around 7 different sections. It's a lot of studying. I believe it's some of the most studying I've done. It's you have to know human factor, which is a lot about psychology, weather, aerodynamics, airspace, just a lot of different things. Cross-country planning, you learn how to read a sectional, read all those charts and symbols. You just learn about safety, and then throughout the flight portion, you learn maneuvers, a lot of maneuvers, emergency procedures. And yeah, it took me around 8 months. It could take you less if you're more consistent. I was just dealing with high school at the time. It really depends. Some people take 2 years, some people take 4 months. But once you're ready for the check ride, your instructor should let you know. You also need to fly solo a few times, which is like, it's amazing experience to fly by yourself for the first time. And yeah, that's pretty much the bulk of how to get your private pilot's license.
Okay, so can you tell us about cái roadmap, giống như là sau khi mà con là student pilot rồi, đúng không? So what is student pilot anyway? Student pilot là cái license, cái ID, đúng không?
Yeah, student pilot is just a pilot that has no license yet. You're just training to become a private pilot license.
Okay.
That means you don't have any authority to take the plane by yourself. You can fly solo if approved by your instructor. You're just a student in training, basically.
I see. Rồi sau khi mình là student pilot rồi bắt đầu mình mới đi học private pilot, rồi có cái bằng private pilot. After cái private pilot là cái gì?
Instrument rating.
Okay.
That one, it's very, you have to be very precise. It's a lot of studying. You just learn a lot about systems. It helps you. It's a license you need to become any airline pilot or fly in weathers less than visual. So if you can't see, there's a thing called VMC, visual something like weather. If the weather is bad or if you want to fly in clouds, you need the instrument license. And then it just takes a lot of precision. You learn how to do a lot of approaches, how to land without looking outside. You either fly in bad weather or they make you put on these goggles, which blocks your view so you can only see the instruments. And yeah, you just train how to land without looking outside, how to fly without looking outside. It's just a lot of instrumentation. You have to have a lot of discipline, keep your eyes on the instruments, like look at the airspeed, the altitude, all those things. You want to stay very, very minimal movements. It's the opposite of a private pilot license because you need to learn how to do maneuvers. This one, we want you to just fly normally. You want to do as little movements as possible, and then the ground portion of it, you just study up on a lot of weather. It's very weather heavy. You learn all these charts, how to read instrument charts.
Yeah, thank you so much, Thomas, for the detailed explanation. Bây giờ mình chỉ nói in general, mình sẽ có một cái episode khác nói về detail hơn. Thì sau khi con lấy instrument xong rồi, những cái license nào con cần lấy để muốn trở thành airline pilot là những cái license nào after cái instrument?
So to get paid to fly, you need a commercial license. It's just a heavier version of a private pilot license. the ground portion is very regulation based. You learn a lot more about laws, rules, and oh yeah, forgot to mention you have to take a written test for each license.
Okay.
It's basically around 1,000 possible questions that you study for, and then the actual test is 60 questions.
Wow.
But commercial is 100 questions.
Wow.
And then you need a 70% to pass. But if you get a 70% or you get a low passing score, it's recommended you take it again, because every question you miss, we're gonna ask you on the check ride. So if you get a low score, if you get 70%, they recommend you to retake it. So for example, 60 questions, I believe you can miss around like 10 questions, a bit more than that on private pilot, maybe 18. But commercial, you can miss 30 questions because it's out of 100 questions. It's very just regulation, laws, and then learning the definition of what it means to be a commercial pilot and be able to fly for compensation or higher. The flight portion is just maneuvers that are more intense than private pilot. A lot of different maneuvers. When you get to that point, you're gonna learn. You can't really explain it. You can see it's easier to learn visually. And yeah, that's commercial.
Okay, thank you. And then sau commercial xong rồi đến cái gì nữa?
After that, you have many options. You can apply for many jobs. The best one, the most recommended one, is being a flight instructor. You build hours. It looks good on resumes because it shows you know how to teach how to fly. It shows that you are a good pilot. You know how to communicate. There's other options for people who don't want to do that. It's very hard to get cargo pilots, tour pilot, and skydiving pilot. Maybe some of them are easy to get. We're not usually in California. You have to go more Midwest. The issue with them is it doesn't look good on resumes because it's too easy. It's hard to get. You can't gain that many hours, and the pay just isn't great. Being a flight instructor, you can work a freelancer by yourself or for a flight school. You can charge your own rates or go by the rates that the flight school goes by. Yeah, I've seen instructors get paid from 50 an hour to 100 an hour. It's pretty good pay. The issue is some students are lazy, or they don't end up making it, getting their private pilot lessons, and you're gonna have to deal with that. You have to be honest with them about their skills, and yeah, you're not always gonna be lucky with the students you have. It's very hard to teach everyone when everyone has a different learning style.
Mình nghe nói về regional airline rồi major airline, thì sau đó là mình sẽ mình cần bill bao nhiêu giờ để mình có thể apply trở thành airline pilot?
Usually 1,500.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ok. Thì nãy giờ mình cũng có nói là mình chỉ cần 1.500 giờ trước khi mình được apply cho airline pilot, đúng không? Nếu mà muốn làm airline pilot.
Yeah, just other choices. You can be a private jet pilot. Just many options.
Theo con nghĩ thì từ bắt đầu không biết gì hết, bắt đầu học làm phi công cho tới khi mình được apply vô làm cho hãng máy bay thì khoảng take bao nhiêu lâu? Bao nhiêu
It
năm?
really depends on, once you get 1,500 hours, you have to apply. They can take a while to get back to you. Sometimes the hiring is very stagnant. They don't hire a lot of people. Like right now, the hiring is bad because all the Spirit airline pilots, because the Spirit Airlines went down, goes to other airlines. It really just depends on the time in the year. And then, yeah, you have to wait to get hired. Once you wait to get hired, a lot of people wait for months or years, and they stick with being a flight instructor until they get their chance.
Okay.
Once then, you have to do intense training, around 2 months training, and then from there, you can fly passengers.
So, nếu mà con muốn học làm pilot từ không biết gì hết cho tới khi mà được 1.500 giờ để xin vô làm cho hãng máy bay thì khoảng take bao nhiêu lâu? How long does it take?
It's your own pace.
Your own pace. Average if average thì khoảng bao nhiêu lâu?
One of my flight instructors, Anyot, he started zero experience at San Jose State at 18 years old or 19, and then at the age of 24 or 25. So
6 years?
6 years to
Wow.
7 years. But he said he wasn't very rushed.
6 years tại vì anh Nhật cũng phải đi học aviation ở San Jose State, phải không? And also he phải đi làm để kiếm tiền để đi học. That's why it take longer, đúng không?
Not necessarily, because he was doing food delivery, DoorDash, Uber Eats as a side thing.
Okay.
But that's to gain money.
Okay.
He was already flight instructor.
Okay.
But it's always good to have other side jobs as well.
Okay.
There's no issue with that.
All right.
And there is other options. You don't necessarily need college. It is good to have a backup because being an airline pilot is very dependent on your health. If you have, once you get bad eyesight, anything happens to you and you can't be a pilot, it's good to have a backup. It's not the quickest route. And it's very important to pick a college or a choice that aligns with what you want. You can do an accelerated aviation program such as ATP. It gets you in there very quick, but it's expensive. It's full-time. You can't have a job. You can't go to college. And then depending on where you live, California only has one public university with aviation, San Jose State.
Thì mình chỉ là một cái video đầu tiên nhưng mình chỉ nói sơ sơ thôi, cho nên là mình sẽ có những cái episode khác để nói thêm nữa. Bây giờ nếu mà con có một cái câu để advice cho những người trẻ mà muốn trở thành phi công á, thì cái advice của con là gì?
My advice is just to stay consistent, study very hard, and don't let roadblocks stop you, because there's many times where you might get stuck on one thing and it feels like it's really hard and you want to give up, but it's very important to stay consistent because it's never going to be perfect. It's very unexpected because every time you fly, unexpected things happen, weather, maintenance, many roadblocks. You can feel discouraged at times, but you have to stay consistent. You have to stay the course, and you just can't give up. Because the moment that you give up or stop trying, and then that's when you lose passion. And then once you lose passion, you don't want to do it anymore. You end up wasting time and you waste money. But you have to have a passion in it. That's the most important thing. So you want to have a passion and you want to stay consistent. And without those two, you just can't be a pilot.
Rồi nếu mà con có một câu advice cho parents, thì cái advice của con là cái gì cho những phụ huynh mà muốn cho có con em muốn học ngành phi công?
It's very important to choose a reputable flight school instructor. And yeah, you don't want to be paying too much, but you don't want to pay for a bad service, because if the flight school is bad, then it might be more dangerous, and then your child might spend more time training. This is not great for anyone. And then for parents who are worried about sending their kid to do aviation, it's very safe. There's many measures to make sure that we're safe. We have to pre-flight the plane, make sure the plane is okay, and then we have to talk to a lot of control towers. So safety isn't really an issue, and yeah, you should let your kid do it.
Alright, các em đang ấp ủ một ước mơ trở thành phi công, thì hy vọng rằng hành trình của hai mẹ con mình hôm nay sẽ đem đến cho các bạn những thông tin hữu ích và đem đến động lực cho các bạn theo đuổi ngành ước mơ của mình. Đừng quên đặt câu hỏi vào trong phần comment, mình sẽ cố gắng chọn những câu hỏi hay nhất để trả lời cho các bạn trong những cái video kế. Mình là Mỹ Linh, còn đây là Thomas. Cảm ơn các bạn đã đồng hành cùng mình trên hành trình chinh phục bầu trời. Và ước mơ không cất cánh, nhưng kiến thức sẽ giúp bạn thực hiện được ước mơ. Hẹn gặp lại các bạn trong những video kế. Xin chào, bye bye.